we're alive. Time to drink my empty cup of ice.
Yeah, time to crunch.
Time to slurp. Time to crunch.
No.
Eat those,
No.
eat those chicken nuggets. Delightful.
I'm the only one that does hear that.
Okay.
Welcome back to another episode. Woo. So this is going to be a sort of mixed episode. We've just wrapped up an arc, the first quote hunt. It was sort of a practice hunt.
Yeah.
But you've wrapped it up. We had a little bit of a fun episode. Our last episode was a kind of a fun break episode. But there are a few things we still need to wrap up from the last hunt before we move on with the next one, which will be starting this episode.
Woo.
So first things first, it's called End of Session Experience. And it's here in my Keeper Guide. And so basically I have a set of questions that I'm going to ask you, and based on your answers, you get to mark more experience. And so, depending on where you're at with your experience points, you might level up. And then we're going to go through the leveling up process, and then just cover a few more game, I've added a new rule, like a move, a custom move I've made, and then we're going to go through the Ghost Index.
So cool.
Which I have modified. And yeah, but we're going to start with the end of session experience questions.
Okay.
Ready for it.
So,
the
first question is, Did the hunters conclude the current mystery or past mystery? Yeah. And so this would be like, did you figure out what the thing's weaknesses were? Did you successfully hunt, capture, dispel it? Did you figure out what was going on and conclude the mystery?
I want to say no.
Well, it depends. What was the mystery? Was it an actual mystery, or is this just the spook trials?
This one was This one was tricky.
What
because it was sort of like a practice.
Right.
I designed the spook trials to be sort of a practice for all of us, because again, this is our first time playing this game. So it was a practice both for me and the players, and just for the ghost hunting setup in general.
And we sort of goofed on capturing the ghost.
I did have a ghost specific mystery set up for that ghost that you encountered. And I've got to be honest, you did not conclude the current mystery.
That's why I said no. That's why I said no. We definitely didn't conclude the current mystery.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I'm not surprised. Disappointed, but not surprised.
Just feel that. Yeah. Yep. Basically.
Yeah. It's okay. It's all good. But that one's a no.
Okay. Darn.
Damn.
Did they save someone from certain death or worse?
Kind of. Not really.
See, this one is also tricky. I'm willing to hear whatever arguments you make. You can make the argument that by, at least containing the ghost, you saved the other spook teams from encountering it on accident.
Then I would
unprepared.
then I would say yes. I feel like we did.
There was not a specific victim in this case, but you did, through your actions, you did protect
We inadvertently
protected
other spook teams.
Yes.
Even though they didn't know it.
Yes. And on top of that...
We were so cool.
On top of that, we helped Teddy when Teddy was feeling,
That's true.
Aw, shit, we gave him some good ibuprofen and Advil.
Knocked him out.
No, it was a variety of things and holiness.
Whoa,
only Joe and I know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know exactly.
A wink, a wonk.
So excited.
So that way you guys can confirm that yes, we did help. Say it. Say it.
As Teddy's player, I feel like Fia and Bree did in fact help.
Yay.
Help my boy, my sweet boy.
Sweet boy.
Okay, we're gonna mark that one a yes.
Great.
Next question. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a lot less stupid, but still stupid.
Oh my god.
So. Okay, we can mark that one. And then the last one is, did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much
Yes,
so.
we did. Okay, so that's 3 questions out of 4 that are a yes. And so that means you each get to mark 2 experience points.
Yeah.
So, Joe, that means I've leveled up.
Oh, okay, so, yeah, you've reached over 5?
Yes.
Bree, Fia, where you at?
I want to say I'm at a healthy 4, because I remember having a super low roll that I forgot to mark. So I'm going to get myself at a healthy 4 and say I've not quite leveled up yet.
to the listener, we were discussing this a little bit beforehand. We were forgetting to mark experience, and
so
nobody really knows where Zoe's at. So we're just gonna say two for now.
Listeners, if you can tell us,
the two, tweet at us.
For you eagle-eared listeners out there, if you can spot how many times Zoe has flubbed her rolls in the past,
I'll give you a little kissy on the cheek. It's my reward.
Now listen,
let us know.
I didn't mark anything the last time we you know, when we found that our new good friend who was in the ghost sheet, and
what was that?
I was chucking. I don't know. I chucked something at his head, and I kind of tripped, and all that stuff. I didn't mark anything down for any of that. So currently, without that instance, I have 4. So I'm willing to stay at 4 if we cannot confirm anything else.
Yeah, that I mentioned this before we started the episode. Because this is the first time leveling up, I am willing to give you guys, if you want to just like say, oh, we totally rolled 3, and reach 5 if you want to do that. But if you're okay with being like, oh, just like character, flaws, it's okay if I don't level up right away. Then that's cool too. I'm really leaving it up to you.
Cool. I don't want to put any extra that hasn't been there. So I will stay at 4 if that.
All right.
It's all right.
Totally
cool.
Meanwhile, Teddy is actually sitting at already Teddy, 1 out of 5 ready for the next experience level.
So here's the thing. I keep doing such cool shit that I don't get to mark experience. So
there you go. I'm just cowering in the corner.
Be a goof up like Teddy.
I can't find that fool's name. I will remember it later. I feel bad, but it's okay. All right. So Teddy, go to your playbook. Go to the spooky playbook.
Oh boy!
Woohoo!
You're leveling up.
Hey,
I know. Okay, so I get to pick a new move, right?
So go to the thing called improvements, and there's a list here. So you can you get +1 weird, max 3. Get +1 charm, max 3. Get +1 cool, max 2. Get +1 sharp, max 2. You could take another spooky move. You mark these off. There's 2 of those. Mm-hmm. These are all of your leveling up. You can take a maximum of 2 more spooky moves as you level up.
Okay.
You can change some or all of your dark side tags. You get a mystical library, like the Expert's Haven option.
Damn.
Take a move from another playbook. Those are your options.
Okay. I only get to choose 1 improvement per level up, right?
Per level up.
Okay.
And if you notice at the bottom it says, after you have leveled up 5 times, you qualify for the advanced improvements
I can
in
see
addition
that,
to those, and those are down below. And that's stuff like get +1 to any rating. There's things like change this hunter to a new type, create a second hunter to play as well.
Okay.
So those are some pretty cool things.
What?
Wait, hold on.
That's very fun.
This is if after you've leveled up 5 times, you qualify for the advanced improvements when you level up, and you can retire this hunter and play him.
One day is just gonna be like, you know what, guys, I've had enough of this. I'm trying to get my master's degree. It's been fun.
That's an option.
It's been real. It's been
literally
real.
There's a whole.
A few of them. A few of the playbooks actually have an option where you can give your player your character to me as I get to use them now.
No way.
Keep it real, keep it raw. Teddy's out.
Yeah, that's in the monstrous. Bree, you have this option. You turn evil again. Retire this character. They become one of the keeper's threats.
Oh my God. That would actually be really cool, narrative wise. In terms of choosing things, I don't think it makes sense for Teddy to take another spooky move because he hasn't really done much of anything with his magic, I feel, that would narratively make sense to take a spooky move.
We are jumping into the scene a few weeks ahead of time, we're time skipping a little bit.
Okay.
Spoiler alert, but during that time I'm giving you an option to be like, hey, here's some cool things that you've learned in your spook team, spook training. So if there's something in particular you want to have focused on during those couple weeks, that would be narratively cool to be like, oh, I leveled up because I learned this, or
sweet.
You know what? In that case, since you say that, okay. I think Teddy then will take a spooky move. So let me just mark that off. And the spooky move that I want to take, is called the Big Whammy.
Oh, the Big Whammy.
Yes, so let me break you off a descriptione. So for the Big Whammy, you can use your powers to kick some ass, and you get to roll plus weird instead of plus tough, which is good because Teddy has -1 tough. Excuse me. The attack has 2 harm, close, obvious, ignore armor, and on a miss, I get magical backlash.
Oh.
So
That's
this
gonna
could
be
be, I think, very fun. The Big Whammy.
The big. You have to pronounce it with the H. The big whammy.
The Big
Whammy.
Whammy.
So I've marked that off in my improvements, and I've marked that off as a new move. So I've got 4 moves now that I can use.
I had mentioned I wanted to go over the new move I've developed.
Yes,
so
yes,
I'm going to
yes.
do that real quick.
Now, for you listeners at home, Joe has designed a very, very cool custom move for our game.
Heck yeah.
Ooh.
This is not part of the Monster of the Week manual. This is one I've created. It's called Hide. And so you roll plus sharp on a 7+, so like if a mixed success or a full success, you find a place to hide. On a 12+, you choose 2 positive effects. On a 10+, you choose 1 positive effect, and the keeper, me, chooses 1 negative effect. On a 7 to 9, which is a mixed success, you choose 1 positive effect, and the keeper chooses 2 negative effects. And so, and then if you miss 6 or lower, then you don't find anywhere to hide. And so those effects are, I've got the positive effects here. We've got roomy, so you could hide up to 3 people inside.
Roomy.
Long term, you could stay there a while. And you've got line of sight, so you can see outside the hiding spot. If there is another like positive effect that would work for the specific case in which you're using this, I'm willing to entertain that. This is just what I came up with. And then negative effects, which are the ones that I get to choose based on how you roll. There's tight quarters, so it's large enough for just one. Parkour, so it's not easily accessible.
Very fun.
It's
Very,
difficult
very
to get
fun.
into. Not permanent, as in you can't stay here very long. It's blind, so you have no ability to see outside. Poor disguise, it does not hide you completely, or it's really obvious. It's like, you know when you stand behind a curtain and like hide and seek? It's like everyone's like, okay, I know where you are. You're not alone. There's something or someone else inside.
Oh god.
And then the last one is loud. Getting to this hiding spot will make a lot of noise. So
I like that
Those
you're
are
not
the-
alone.
Yeah.
negative
I
effects.
don't
That's
like
very
that.
fun.
I really
That
like
one really could be.
it
What
could be
the-
like a spider, but you know.
Oh my
find
God.
out.
That would freak me
the
out.
scenario
like
that the sort of the image that I pictured in my head is kind of like, you know, the cartoon trope where characters go into a dark room and all you can see are their eyes. And then the you're not alone negative effect is just all of a sudden you see like another pair of eyes pop up.
Oh god.
Yep. Okay, now we're gonna go through the ghost index, which is the thing that I have created
Yes.
to better break up how we categorize these ghosts.
Again, Joe did a phenomenal job with this.
Yeah. I'm wondering, like, I kind of want to post this somewhere, but I'm also, like, updating it a little bit, you know? Like, I might add things to it. I don't know. We'll think about it.
Yeah.
But the official name is the Huiyan Ghost Index. First and foremost, it goes over the types of psychic manipulations that ghosts have. These are, like, the abilities that ghosts have. These are, like, the main ones, right? Some ghosts have, like, specific abilities, as you will find out. A wink, a wonk. Okay, but we've got smog, which is summoned by strong ghosts or high concentration of ghosts. And it's basically just a low greenish fog that moves unnaturally, often conglomerating around living creatures in the area. It's not dangerous to touch, but may cause feelings of confusion, dizziness, drowsiness, fear, or the strong feeling that nothing in life matters. It's very cold, and prolonged
Yeesh.
exposure may cause hypothermia or frostbite. And then we've got impressions, which, so they can be visual, auditory, or emotional, actually. They are feelings, sensations, images, or sounds tied to a ghost and its particular, like, haunting area. Though some ghosts may use impressions as direct attacks on the living, like as a way to target or, like, to confuse, or to, like, disorientate. Most impressions are picked up by those who are psychically attuned. They can be triggered by proximity to the ghost, touching an item or a place related to the ghost, or simply meditating. They are often vague snippets of the ghost's past life, usually emotionally charged moments or objects. And so these are just going to be like clues that you have as psychically attuned people that will hopefully help you through these mysteries.
Cool.
Awesome.
Speech. This is similar to impressions, but speech is only present in more powerful ghosts, and very few are capable of full sentences and or sentience. So having a ghost speak to you, like fully sentient, understand what you're saying, and you understand what it's saying, is uncommon, but it does happen sometimes. Most ghost speech is single words or phrases, often very faint and hard to perceive. And some ghosts use speech or their voices to hypnotize living creatures around them.
Gotcha.
Electrical manipulations. Some ghosts are able to manipulate electricity in certain areas, like turning lights on and off, locking doors, turning on electronics, etc. This is a lot of ghosts. We talked about this in the setup episode, but like this is sort of what I'm using to negate the use of phones in this as like a let's just call the police. We're trapped in this house. Oh, guess what? Haven't you heard?
Guess again.
Ghosts can turn off your cell phone. Oh,
Ghost.
You thought you had 90% battery? You're at 1%. Moving on. The last one here is telekinesis. Some ghosts can move physical objects. The range of movement and power varies from ghost to ghost, with poltergeists as the most powerful. We will get to poltergeists a little bit more in a second. Up next, we have danger rating. This is mostly just an aspect of like the world I've created in which these ghosts exist. I'm not entirely sure. It's not important that you like determine the danger rating of this thing. You know, after you capture a certain ghost, you know, you might learn, oh, this was a danger 4, and you're like, oh, hot damn, we did that, you know? But this is more of just like how people in this world like categorize the danger of ghosts. So category 1 is the lowest. Ghost is stationary and not sentient, often very faint and difficult to perceive. Psychic impressions are weak and easy to overcome, oblivious to living creatures and the living world. No smog, not even in clusters. So an easy peasy ghost. No, don't even worry about it. Just like don't walk through it and you're good.
Oh my god.
A danger rating 2 is ghost may have limited movement, won't stray too far from its source. We'll get to those in a second also. Not able to speak, but can perceive the world and living creatures. Very limited psychic power, electrical flickers, vague impressions. Can summon smog in groups, but not individually. Danger rating 3 is ghosts with respectable movement, usually won't leave a certain area, capable of minor speech, simple words and phrases, but always in impressions. Some psychic power, capable of smog, electrical manipulations, and relatively strong impressions. So as you see, it's just ramping up slowly. Danger rating 4 is ghosts with a wide range of movement and strong psychic manipulation abilities. Smog is often present, they are capable of powerful electrical manipulations and various levels of telekinesis. Capable of responsive speech. Impressions are strong and can be directed at the living.
Spooky.
Oftentimes, responsive speech is included here in the sense that if this ghost is responding in like a sentient way, it is either a category 4 or a category 5.
I dislike it when the ghost speaks to me. It makes me uncomfy. They should just keep their words to themselves.
Sometimes they just can't. But I brought that up is, you know, not all category 4 or danger 4 ghosts will speak. If that makes sense, just like not all danger 5 ghosts will speak. Okay. That's only some of them.
I like how we're calling the ghosts like category 4, category like 3. Like it makes me think of hurricanes, and I kind of want to name them now.
I mean, no one's stopping you.
Yeah. We can name them naturally. Yeah.
Okay, coming back, category 5, the last one. These are ghosts capable of extreme psychic manipulations, hypnotism, and/or total sentience. Capable of full conversations, weaponized impressions, strong smog, etc. So basically, the big bad ones.
The big boys.
These are the big boys. The boss fight ghosts. Okay, here comes another type of categorization. There's 3 categories we split this into. 1, 2, and 3, but they've also got other names. Category 1s are also called bound ghosts, and this is a distinction that is made for ghosts that are tied to physical objects. It's called a tether or a source. Tether is most common because this is the object that tethers them to like the living world. When the tether is contained or destroyed, the ghost loses its tie to the world and will no longer manifest. So bound ghosts will remain close to their tethers and will become vicious when someone approaches or attempts to contain or destroy their tether. So like if you're looking for it and you're getting close, the ghost is going to get more agitated, is what I'm saying here. Fire will often suffice to destroy these tethers, or they can be contained inside silver, iron, or silver glass containers. Salt bombs, holy water, and other defenses will deter a bound ghost temporarily, but not permanently. After a time, they will be able to remanifest and cannot be stopped by weapons alone. So, this is what you fought. This is the ghost in the sheet. Was a bound ghost, just because that mystery is behind us and you didn't figure it out, so I'm just going to flex on you a little bit. If you remember right, Sister Susan came back into the chapel with a silver glass box containing what looked like a scrap of blanket. That was the tether for this particular ghost. And so once it's contained inside that glass, the ghost is unable to manifest. It could technically manifest inside the glass, but like it would be small and like it couldn't get out, you know.
Just a little baby. Little baby.
Just a little baby.
Was it a little baby ghost?
Little baby man. Last episode when you guys were in the ghost locker, when Sebastian was giving you the tour, and you were looking at those items that had ghosts there with them.
Yeah.
Like the banshee tied to the life preserver, that was a bound ghost.
Gotcha.
I think there was one with the book also. Disappointing Dan. Bound ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unbound Ghosts is category 2, so these are ghosts that are not tied to a physical object. Unbound Ghosts are results of great acts of violence, a dead spirit's need for revenge, or they are drawn to particular areas, usually graveyards, battlefields, etc., etc., areas of great violence or death. So, like a murder house, you know, murdered victim's spirit comes back. You know, not necessarily tied to a specific item, but they've returned for some reason. Unbound ghosts can be banished by destroying their manifestations with salt, holy water, lavender, or silver, iron, etc. Once destroyed, like the manifestation is like what you can physically see, right?
Right.
So the trick is to get it to manifest and then wreck it. And then once it's gone, the area should be covered with the appropriate anti-ghost defenses, like you salt the ground, you burn lavender, blah, blah, blah. And you closely monitor the area for a time just to make sure it's not coming back. But that usually does the trick. So, Unbound ghosts tend to be weaker categories, or weaker danger ratings. Just, yeah. And then the last category, category 3, are curse ghosts. So these are ghosts that are intentionally summoned via ritual, spell, or sacrifice. Curse ghosts are rare and tricky as each one is unique. To get rid of them, you must find whatever was used to summon them and destroy or disrupt it. This could be reading the counterspell that breaks the ghost tether to the world, cutting off the source of its like food or power if it's feeding off of something, or destroying the object used to summon it. Some curse ghosts are intentionally summoned by people with malevolent cause. This is the most like frequent cause of these particular ghosts. These curse ghosts will disappear when they have completed their purpose or fulfilled the reason they were summoned. So, for example, if someone summoned a curse ghost to like hunt down their enemy, someone who's wronged them, it would presumably dispel after killing the target. And like that's obviously the worst case scenario, but
Right.
Yeah. You try to stop that before that happens. Up next, we've got how to identify a ghost's category and how to deal with it accordingly. There's just a few little steps here. The first one is to determine the ghost's range of movement. If the ghost remains within a certain radius or grows agitated when a certain area is approached or investigated, then you are likely dealing with a bound ghost. Make note of where it manifests most frequently, and start there when you begin your search for the tether. If the ghost appears weaker, fainter, or otherwise injured, and I say injured not as in like it's going to be limping or bleeding, but like it'll be like it'll look physically like less like
it won't be manifesting as strong.
It's like me when I haven't had lunch yet, you know.
Or there'll be like pieces missing or not like
pieces he just is missing the left chunk of his head. It's
pretty much.
It's no problem.
But this is like after attack, so like you throw a salt bomb and it comes back and like the lower half of it is like burned away. Yeah. Then you're likely dealing with an unbound ghost.
Got it.
Or unbound ghost. Examples of this would be, a ghost manifesting less frequently after being struck with a salt bomb, or appearing fainter, less defined, or losing their ability to manipulate electricity or generate ghost fog. So, like, abilities start to bleed away as it gets weaker.
Right.
If you observe this and have determined it to be an unbound ghost, continue the assault until the ghost no longer manifests, and thoroughly cleanse the area with the appropriate salt, lavender, holy water, etc. to discourage it from returning. Mm-hmm. And then, if the ghost does not appear to be tethered to a specific area and continues to remanifest after attacks, then you may be dealing with a curse ghost. Other indicators of this category would be the ghost hunting a specific person with apparent intent. I cannot talk.
It's okay.
With apparent intent to do harm, a ghost of unusual power or abnormally large manifestations, or a ghost that is immune to certain defenses. Proceed with extreme caution. Determine the ghost's intent and take steps to protect its target or keep the ghost from achieving its goal. Then determine the ghost's source and destroy or disrupt it. And that's often easier said than done, but,
yes.
Those are the steps. And then
Cool.
I have here listed some notable varieties. Do we want to go through all of these? I think they're kind of cool.
Why don't we pick out our favorite ones to go through?
Yeah, pick out a few of them. One of
Vapor
mine
boy.
is... Oh, yeah, we talked about the Vapor Boy.
I like the Vapor
Oh,
Boy.
yes, the vapor.
I love
the ghost that
him.
manifests as a thick cloud of fog,
Giant
often
fart.
foul-smelling. It's just
Yeah, it's a big old fart
He's
ghost.
a giant fart.
big fart of ghosts.
Okay, one of my favorite is the Bandit, a rare and powerful ghost capable of possessing living bodies.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Woo. Oh my god, wait. I just realized what that could mean. God.
That would
I'm
be
so sorry.
most likely a Category 5 ghost.
Okay, well, you know
So,
what?
yeah. Those
Wouldn't
are not
put it past
common,
us.
but...
Wouldn't put a... Listen, our spook trials were not normal either.
I feel like the siren will be a problem, especially
Actually,
with very
the-
sensitive ears.
Yeah, I was gonna say actually sort of the opposite of the siren. Like I feel like my favorite from this list probably has to be the silence. Ghost that fills a
Ooh.
radius around them or specific area with total silence.
I hate that.
Yep.
Yeah,
I love it
because
and I hate
we've
it.
all at some point in our lives been sitting in a room where the room is just deafeningly quiet.
Mm-hmm.
It's creepy.
It's a bad feeling.
It's not
I
fun.
wrote that one out, and then I was like, that'd be kind of fun one to go. And then I was like, hang on, this is an audio medium. This is a podcast.
Oh my god!
I don't like the skinless.
Mm.
Ew.
Fighting with the urge to vomit sounds like a terrible time.
Yeah, that doesn't
Yeah,
sound
those
very
are
good
ghosts
at
that
all.
don't have skin. They're like just kind of fleshy, and
Ew.
the most common side effect is the intense urge to throw up.
Yeah,
So
I caught on to that.
yeah, we've got the lure, which is a ghost that takes shape appealing to the living around them, usually in an attempt to draw them in.
Oh, that's gonna be a problem for me. All I have to do is take the form of a hot vampire girlfriend.
Oh my god! So yeah, I do quite like the orbs as well. Ghosts of animals, usually playful and mischievous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going through I've watched a lot of BuzzFeed Unsolved. I know
Janice
all of the
pug.
different.
What?
What?
I said Janice the pug. What?
No!
Oh no!
Janice is actually a ghost. Oh no!
Janice
I
is an
honestly
orb.
thought you meant you were gonna kill Jim.
No. Oh no. Well, I mean, if Janice was a goat, no. No. Okay, never mind. Put that thought out of your head.
But yeah, I mentioned orbs on this list. I watched a lot of BuzzFeed Unsolved, and just ghosts are fun for me to just research and stuff. And I was like, okay, here's some typical ghosts. So poltergeist. I mentioned that one previously. In this case, in here in this world, it is a ghost with no ectoplasmic manifestation, capable of powerful telekinesis. So this is the only ghost that is incapable of ghost touching you, because it has no physical manifestation.
Yeah.
Right? So this is obviously going to be a bound type ghost or a curse ghost.
Right.
It can't be can't be category 2, because it's, there's nothing to beat up with the rapier.
Yeah.
The only problem with that is that it can levitate stuff and fling stuff around, so it can kill you in a bunch of other really creative ways. So it doesn't even have to ghost touch you. So
Aha.
yeah, totally invisible and
Super cool.
floating knives and stuff. But yeah, we've got the shadow people. So these are humanoid ghosts that appear either as flat shadows on a wall, or 3D silhouettes that are just totally black but for their white eyes.
Oh,
Those are very cool.
Yeah, we've
I
got
dig those.
We were laughing about this one earlier. The white lady, which is like a term for like the ghosts that like appear white. They're usually like brides or mothers of like dead children or whatever. But we were like, oh, it's a white lady. Oh my god, like, it's a Karen.
It's a Karen.
A Karen.
No. Karen,
get away. She's going to talk to the manager.
Or just me in the wintertime when I don't have any color in my skin. I'm like so pale.
Oh my god.
I'm chewing. I don't know if you can pick up on this, Joe, but I am crunching right now.
I will hear it later for sure.
Your mic is gonna pick that up for sure.
Oh yeah. No, I'm eating them out of a plastic bag right now. Like it's
my god, volume. You chose like the worst things to eat out.
I don't have any other food in my house.
Iggy and Bree are like, I'm gonna sip water quietly as possible to make editing easy for you. And then there's Fia.
And then there's Fia who's tossed like a bag of nails into a garbage disposal.
I'm
Make
so
a protein
hungry.
shake. Go to Bree's Beans and just have a protein shake.
Joe, I hope you know. You've given us the idea now of ghost animals.
Yeah.
Teddy is going to stop at nothing until he gets a ghost pet of some kind. Like a ghost dog or a ghost cat.
I think it should be a bear. Can it be a bear? A ghost bear?
Yeah, like a ghost bear.
Homie, it would still ghost touch you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but like, what if it was like friendly?
What if it was friendly?
You could like trap a little ghost fish in a jar or something.
It's okay. Teddy's magic.
A little
I feel like he
goldfish ghost fish?
No, okay, because if I put a little goldfish ghost in a jar, that's getting way too close to Magnus, and I don't think I can have that.
Oh no!
Steven!
For context, I don't know what's going on. They do. I was gonna say, I really like the Copycat Ghost.
Oh, yeah.
The one that imitates sculptures, statues, and other pieces of art. I feel like that could be potentially an issue in the future in the art department building.
The great thing about these is that they can imitate a thing for years, and no one will know.
Cool.
Oh.
Okay.
If you've listened to the first... Was it the first or second? One of the University Atlas radio episodes has a story about a copycat ghost in here.
Listen
so
to
if
those
you haven't
episodes,
listened to those episodes, you should go listen to
Can you give me a little teaser?
A little teaser.
Because I haven't listened to any of the episodes.
Fia does not listen to our own podcast that we do together.
I'm terrible at consuming media.
What is a form of media that you would consume?
Disney movies.
Oh my god.
A few more I just want to mention. What are some of the fun ones? Oh, there's a revenant. So that's a ghost that will return to its physical body or what's left of it. And they have the ability to reanimate it like a zombie. So that's great. The most common variety of ghosts is called a wraith. And they appear as what they did, like how they did when they were alive. So like graveyard, you know? You go in and you see people in like old-fashioned clothes walking around, these spectral forms. Those are going to be wraiths, right? Like your standard ghost, you know? They look like a person from out of time or whatever.
Yeah.
Strength, mobility, and speech abilities like vary through wraiths. They're very common, so they appear in all types. Just a few more. Anglerfish, ghosts with eyes like headlamps. Blindingly bright, often used to draw the living like moth to a flame.
Oh.
So that one's great. Oh, and then there's a Jolly Roger, and that's just a ghost, a skeleton ghost. Because I like skeletons. So
skeletons are amazing.
Bones
I'm a
McGee.
fan.
Bones.
Shiver me timbers.
Timber shivered.
Timber made me shiver.
All right. Okay. That is, I think, all I wanted to cover with this. With the ghost index. So, we're gonna jump into the next hunt now. Let me get to my notes.
Let's go.
Okay, we're gonna do a time jump. So we're not picking up immediately where we left off last episode. We're time jumping a few weeks. So, but before we do that, I almost forgot again. Hey, Teddy, wanna roll for a premonition?
First roll in the new arc?
Yeah,
Hey,
okay.
let's
This would be like the
go.
first roll of the year, too, because I don't think we've rolled for a couple
Right.
sessions
I should have had you
now.
roll like plus cool to see how you
Okay.
rolled. They handled that
I
caffeine.
swear to God, if you roll low, I'm gonna be a little upsetty.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
that would've
for those of you who... Hi, it's been a while since a premonition. Let me just give everyone a quick recap. So at the start of each new mystery, or each new hunt, I guess, I get to roll plus weird. And on a 10 plus, I get a detailed vision of something bad that is yet to happen. I take +1 forward to prevent it from coming true, and I mark experience if I stop it. On a 7 to 9 plus, I get a clouded image of something bad that is yet to happen, and I mark experience if I stop it. And on a miss, I get a vision of something bad happening to me, and the keeper holds 3 to be spent for 1-on-1 as penalties for me to make.
Ooh.
Before you roll, I want to just because it makes it a little bit easier for me. Coming up with these is really difficult because I'm like, I'm not sure how this is. Like I have a hunt planned out, but it could go any which way, right?
That's monster of the week, baby.
Yeah. So in this case, I will say the premonitions may not always come to pass exactly in this particular hunt. It could be something far off in the future.
Yeah,
So-
because it says it yet to happen. It
Yet
doesn't
to happen.
necessarily
So that
say-
could mean at any point. So
Yes.
yeah.
All right.
Keep that in mind.
Give me 1 sec here. And roll. Oh my god. Okay. So I got a 6 plus 5. So that's an 11 plus 2 weird. so that's
shit.
13.
Hey.
Lucky number 13.
All right. Okay.
And so I get to take +1 forward to prevent it from coming true, and I mark experience if I stop it.
Okay.
Break me off a piece, Joe.
Break off a piece.
Hey,
Okay.
Get into that mind palace.
I
and
think
work.
I think you have this dream just like at a random day, random night during the first couple weeks of your quarter.
Yeah.
It's just it's one of those where you wake up after having it and you're like, is this gonna be a bad day? No, it's just a normal day, But the dream you have is you're walking through campus, and you can tell it's campus because it's foggy. It's evening, sunset-ish. There's still a little bit of light around you. The ghost lamps haven't come on yet, and you're approaching. Out of the distance is rising up the shape of one of the towers, and you can hear something in the distance. It sounds like a shovel hitting dirt. And as you get closer, it gets louder. Just the shoo of the shovel digging into this earth. Out of the fog appears a silhouette. You cannot make out features, but there is someone digging at the base of this tower. And as you watch, they lean forward, crouching on the earth, and reach down into what is a significantly deep hole. And then they reach out of... They stand up, reach into their coat, and draw out something in a small box that you cannot see. And they place it down in the hole and begin to cover it with dirt. And it's as they are packing the soil back on top that you wake up.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So I think,
how you feeling?
okay, yeah, well, I guess Teddy then wakes up, like, quite late in the night. Similar to how he sort of woke up in the train, where his eyes just kind of open. He rubs his temples. He just takes a long sigh and sort of sits at the edge of his bed. And yeah, I think what he does, because he knows this is a tower, like, I think he goes to his desk, turns on like his little like lamp that he has sitting on it, and then he pulls out a school map and then just starts plotting out, like starts circling the various towers on John Atlas University.
There's a number of them on campus. There's the four towers that act as like the S.P.O.O.K headquarters.
Oh
But the
god, I
east-
mean there's
there's east. The east tower is the main one, but there's three
Yeah.
others: north, south, west, east, south.
Are the tower
Hang on,
commons also towers?
They are also towers.
Okay, yeah, so there's a lot of towers for Teddy to check.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that's sort of the scene. He wakes up, not really feeling the premonition. I don't think he really says anything to himself. And yeah, he starts marking off places where these towers might be.
Mm-hmm.
Just to keep it in the back of his head.
All right. Well, moving on. It's been a couple weeks into the quarter. You are settling into your new classes, your new dorms. How's that going out for those of you that have roommates? Just a quick update. How are the first?
Well, I've tripped the alarm about 5 times every so often.
I've tripped the pug alarm.
Oh.
And as well as tripped on the pug alarm.
Oh my god.
No, not
It's
the
okay.
baby.
She thinks it's playtime. She
Oh,
thinks it's
Janice.
playtime.
Tony's feelings aside. Janice is a very
Yes.
considerate
Aw.
roommate.
Oh.
It's not a Janice problem. It's a Tony problem. But Tony doesn't realize this.
It's not you.
Tony-
Absolutely.
Tony
Oh,
could make it so
babe.
much easier on themselves, but it's they need to they need to have a coming to Jesus moment, I think, with Janice.
With Janice. Coming to Janice.
Coming to Janice moment. So Tony spends a lot of time on
Oh my
the
God.
top bunk with
Mhm.
their backpack that they keep very close by, because Janice
Out of
is a little
range.
nosy.
Oh.
And
Yeah, but Pedro is a very comfortable roommate.
yeah,
You know,
definitely.
respects your space, quiet, doesn't hit snooze on the alarms, so that's
Mhm.
great.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's been pretty
So-
good with Pedro. It's just
Yeah.
the Janet.
it's
Listen,
just the
Janice is not a bad dog. Tony's a bad cat. Okay.
bug. No.
So it's just the dynamic. So
There are no such thing. There's no such thing as bad dogs. Just scared lycanthropes.
Well, wasn't gonna say scared, but you wouldn't be wrong. You wouldn't be wrong. Yeah.
Zoe's got those late night snack
Hell yeah.
runs.
I feel like
Right.
Tony has occasionally. I feel like occasionally Zoe might have hit up Tony and been like, "You want to go for a snack run?" And they would have gone together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're
The Towers
pretty tight
Towers
now.
Commons
Yeah.
is the one that's open all night.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's a short
I would've
jaunt
let you
across
in.
campus for you, Zoe, but
Yeah.
you could just
Well,
go for a little late night
yeah.
run.
Anything for some
100%.
good munchies.
Yep.
And that's definitely caused some strain with Zoe's roommate continuously tripping the alarm at very odd hours.
I feel
in the
like. Do you
morning.
think? Wait, how far is that? Because I was gonna say, do you think Tony can hear the alarm like with their ears?
Oh no, it's
and
a
like,
ways. It's across
oh, okay.
campus.
I would say it'd be really funny if Tony's like, Zoe's on her way.
You'd
I have
to
special
some mad
ears.
sensitive ears.
I have special ears.
Special ears. You have
I do.
Zoe tracking ears.
Joe's like, okay, well, I'm not gonna fight this.
I'm not gonna fight it.
You hear my little footsteps.
I'm wondering if Tony has their desk moved like next to the door so they can leap from their bed to the desk
Yes,
and then
they
just like
do.
go
Oh
out
my
that
God.
way
Oh, they
without
super
getting
do.
close to the dog.
Oh, they super do. They avoid ground contact at all costs now.
The floor is hot lava.
The floor is lava.
The floor
Yeah.
is Janice's territory.
Yeah.
Or is Janice?
The floor's.
And also considering Janice is so low
It's
to
pretty
the
bad,
ground,
yeah.
it's pretty,
She's very
pretty
small.
nice for
She
Tony.
is.
Okay, but
I want to meet
roommates
Janice.
roommates
Okay,
not
sorry.
aside. But you are on ghost duty tonight. So as I said, it's been a few weeks since the quarter started, and you've had a few on duty nights already. So that looks like, to put it simply, it looks like patrolling the campus every few hours or so. You monitor the equipment upstairs. You maybe go out to check a certain building or answer a distress call if there's like a motion sensor that's been tripped. It's usually raccoons, but you go out and check it anyways.
Trash can.
Or the distress call is usually just like a false alarm, because college students on a haunted campus can get kind of jumpy. So they're like, guys, I hear weird noises in my room, across the hall. It's a ghost. No, it's just some college students doing the you know what.
doing their chunky bong rips.
But on your off time, you're only scheduled, because it's an all night position. You're only scheduled, once a week at most. And you're also a junior team, so you're when you're scheduled, you've got a supervisor there. Also, usually it is Sebastian. He's a night owl. He has confessed to you at some point that he's got insomnia and sleepwalking issues, and so he's just like he just chills in the East Tower at most times of the day. So it's usually him, and he will chill with you usually instead of working.
I'm okay with that.
Fun. Yeah.
Sometimes it'll be a member of like a more senior team.
Hi guys.
But you know they're hey guys, I'm just gonna do homework over here. Let me know if you need anything.
Sup?
You know. But tonight it is a woman who has introduced herself to you as Dr. Tina Ketch. She's the woman that you saw during your tour. She was, if you remember, she was the third key holder to the ghost locker. There was Sebastian, there was Princine, and there was this other woman who left quickly after, using the key.
She's very nice.
She's tall, large, and she's got her hair in like a fading rainbow. Like she dyed it a few months ago, and it's kind of grown out a little bit.
How do you remember that?
Me?
Yeah.
Reasons.
And what's her name again?
Don't
Sorry.
worry about it.
Dr. Tina Ketch.
Tina Ketch.
She wears a lab coat at all times. You've seen her around the East Tower a fair bit. And you know she's a professor here of paranormal sciences. Predominantly, she's a lab teacher, and she specializes in anti-ghost technology development. But whenever you've seen her, she's been incredibly busy or occupied, so you've never been introduced to her until tonight. But you met her just a little bit ago, and she's upstairs in her office at the moment.
So she's up in her office, so it is just us out here on campus then?
You were currently just chilling in the lounge.
Okay.
Like the S.P.O.O.K lounge.
Gotcha.
Second floor of the tower. One more thing. The moon was full last week, so what does Toni look like right now?
I don't think Toni is full, like, because it's not full moon now.
Yeah.
It was. Now we're going through a different phase. Yeah. Toni is considerably less hairy, so I think they look a little bit leaner just because of that, because there's like, I don't know if that makes sense, but less lycanthrope features, and so they're actually not wearing as heavy clothing or like super high turtlenecks or anything. Like maybe they have their sleeves like rolled up on their arms and whatnot. Tail is not showing.
If you don't remember from the setup episode, we established that lycanthropes in this universe, they have the ability to bring on their full form. In this case, Toni's is like a cougar. But for the most part, their appearance sort of waxes and wanes with the moon. So if it's a new moon, so there's no moon out in the sky, they will look fully human. Maybe just like slightly pointier teeth than usual, but closer to the full moon. So like the week before and the week after, it's a noticeable like more hairy, longer claws, longer teeth, and it fades slowly.
Yeah. Probably eyes are probably brighter and more like ambery when they are closer to the moon, but their eyes are a little bit more dull.
Yeah, if you're looking closely at Toni right now, you could probably tell, but yeah.
First glance, you don't.
First glance.
Yeah.
All right. But
just
you are
regular
just
college student.
Regular college student. But you're just chilling in the lounge, and I've got 2 questions. Which video game are you playing instead of doing homework? And which vending machine snacks are you partaking in?
Oh, perfect.
I'm going for...
Okay. I would like to... Okay, Zoe is trying to kick the vending machine. I'm really trying to get snacks out of there without having to pay.
Hell yeah.
I'm really trying. Like, really trying. Like, full body weight against it to tip it.
Oh my god.
I'm encouraging her, and I'm going, yeah, Zoe, get it! Little left.
It's like fiddling with it, like, oh, shit.
You got this.
I just want some.
Get a pudding cup. Are there pudding cups? I want a pudding cup.
Okay, I'm trying.
They're pudding cups, but the only ones they have left are like lemon.
No!
Do you have jerky?
It's the worst flavor.
Zoe, get jerky.
There's one jerky packet left.
It's mine.
Okay.
It's mine. I must have it.
Okay, you hold. I'll push. Okay.
Okay. All right. Ready? And
Okay.
3, go.
It slides forward, but it gets stuck against the glass.
Damn it. God.
While this is happening, I think Teddy just sort of puts down his laptop, and you see that he is in fact playing Minecraft.
I love it.
And Teddy just calmly walks over to the vending machine, puts in, I don't know, how much would it be for like a lemon pudding cup?
Oh no, you are
like
not.
$1.50.
Okay.
No.
He calmly puts in $1.50 and walks away with a lemon pudding cup, and then goes back to playing Minecraft.
Teddy, what the heck?
What?
Did you ever just want to like...
I just wanted a lemon pudding cup.
Lemon?
Yeah, they're really sweet.
Dude, you got any extra change?
Yeah, here. And then I like pull out a like like $4. Two
Yes!
for
Wait.
Tony and 2 for Zoe.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
As you're collecting your spoils,
Jerky.
you're collecting your spoils,
Get some
and
Fritos.
Dr. Tina Match comes down the stairs.
I freeze.
And
I'm like hiding all my vending
Did
machine
you say
snacks.
Tina Match or Tina Catch?
oh, it's Tina Catch. I miswrote it in my
Catch.
notes. Oh shoot.
Oh,
It's
I thought-
The
Catch.
vending
I
machine.
checked you
The
right.
vending machine is like obviously 3 feet in the wrong direction.
It's like out in the
like
middle of the
shifted.
room.
We just lean up casually on it.
Hey,
She
Tina.
says,
You know. What's
looks like
up?
you're having a real fun time. Tony, darling, I was wondering if I could talk to you real quick. You forgot to fill out something on your spook paperwork. I need you to help me sort it out real quick. Won't take but a minute.
Oh, I love her.
Ooh, Tony's in trouble.
Don't say that. So,
No, not in
Tony,
trouble,
I'm sure
darling.
you'll-
Sorry.
No,
Tony, I'm sure you'll be fine.
Can I just see you
Um,
upstairs in my office real quick? Just fill
I'm
out
just
the
staring
paperwork.
at her, like straight faced. Yeah, let's go. I'll be
Alright.
right back, you guys.
Good
You'll
luck.
be fine. I
thanks.
got jerky waiting for you.
Yeah, please save it for me. Don't eat that, Zoe. Teddy, do not
I'm
let her
pocketing
eat
it.
that.
Oh, I'm pocketing
I
it.
won't.
No.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Tina Catch's cubicle is a mess. There's dismantled tech
Okay.
everywhere. She doesn't actually have a file cabinet. All of her papers are just kind of stacked on her cubicle there. But the floor all around her desk is just covered in books. It's like you can tell that she works a lot here and she works hard here. But there's no one else up there in there. It's quiet. She's got a little bit of music going.
Okay. I have my arms crossed across my chest, like, where my hands are like under my armpits, like that kind of really tight,
Yeah.
kind of fold.
Well, she turns to you and she says, well, I gotta say, I was surprised to see you, Tony, but it's a good surprise. I had no idea you were coming. And she gives you a big smile and she pulls you into a hug.
Oh God, I am stiff as a board. I am very. Yeah,
said-
Tina.
How's your
It's,
family?
fancy
How's the
meeting
farm?
you.
Your parents doing all right?
Yeah,
How are they doing?
they're same old, same old.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And Mary, how's Mary? She's still kicking? Of course she is. That's
of course.
That's
Yeah,
not a
she's
woman you
never-
could knock over with a bucket of water. All right. Well, I do gotta say, I was so surprised to see you. But as I said, it's a good surprise. Well, and you joined
Yeah.
S.P.O.O.K. I'm so proud of you. Well,
Wow. You seem to be real busy, Tina.
yeah, you know me.
What have you been up to here?
Well,
Just laying low?
I mean, laying low is not not my thing. She kind of gestures at the hair.
Yeah. Well, I
she
mean,
got-
all things considered.
But in regards to the yes, I am.
Yeah. Okay.
And speaking of, I'm glad you're here. We could really use all the help we can get. More than anything, we
Tina.
just need eyes, But we need folks keeping an eye out. More eyes, the better. You know how it is.
Right. Tina, I didn't tell anybody I was coming here for a reason. I'm really
What do you
really
mean?
Oh, I'm just really wanting to do some studying. I'm here for
Well, of
school.
course you do. Look, I'm not going to
Education.
get in the way, all right?
Uh-huh.
Look, we haven't made much progress. Me and the others, we aren't going anywhere. Haven't found much still. We got a few leads we're chasing, but so if you want to, stay out of it for now, I respect that. We can lay low, like I said. But change is coming, Tony. I can feel it, and the others can too. All right. We'll be ready when it does, won't we?
Of course, Tina. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, I'll keep you updated. I don't want to keep you from your friends, right? Laying low. She kind of winks.
Anything else? Were there any forums, or are we just?
Oh no, that was just a
catching up,
ruse.
or-
I just wanted to get you alone for a
Okay,
sec.
just making sure. Like I said, student.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
If you need anything or you wanted to, if you change your mind about getting more involved, just let me know, all right?
Okay. Have you been keeping in touch with anyone back? there?
Oh, here and there.
Just
I've
in
been
the
meaning to
circle?
reach out to your parents just because, it's missed them. It's been a while since I've seen them, but
Yeah, they've been busy, so it might be.
worried about old Mary.
hard
But sounds like, she's not changed.
Yeah, no, she's
Yeah.
gonna keep kicking no matter what. I don't
Keep
think anything's
kicking.
changing there. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Little. You said you were surprised to see me. I was slightly surprised to see you too. Didn't think I'd be running into you so soon. But that's.
Well, I thought you
Yeah.
knew I was here.
No, I did. I just didn't. It's a big campus.
Yeah. If you ever need to get in touch with others, let me know, all right?
All right. Well, likewise. You know my parents, what they do. So
Yep.
we're well connected.
That we are. She pats you on the shoulder. And
Yeah. I kind of like gently, awkwardly pat Tina as well on the shoulder. Like that awkward, we're both patting each other's shoulders, kind of like, okay.
pat.
Pat.
Yep.
Well, you have a good night, Tina. I got to get back to doing spook things.
Yeah, you
Making
do
sure.
that. Keep your eyes on them
Yeah.
monitors, all right?
For sure.
All right.
All right.
Go back
I'll see you, Tina.
downstairs. See you around, Tony.
Downstairs.
Hey.
Zoe eating it.
I am not eating the beef jerky. It's safe.
Good
I
for you.
promise.
I made sure to stop her. But was everything okay with Dr. Cat?
Everything's fine. I forgot. I came from the mountains and I forgot to fill out some paperwork and stuff. So we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Where's that jerky? Where is it?
Oh, here. I toss it to you.
I catch it. Thanks. I'm rubbing my
Okay.
temples right now.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm good. Just a little tired.
Oh, okay.
As you're having this stimulating conversation, it's about midnight, I think. Maybe it's a little later into the night. Someone comes up the stairs from the lower floor, and you recognize him. It's the guy that you spoke to during the spook trials. He was the one who told you about the armory. If you don't remember, he was a tall black guy. He's got short hair, gold piercings. He was wearing a UA varsity track jacket.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you ever actually learned his name.
No, but I
No.
remember him.
He was also
You're like, no, but him.
him. But he was also a member of that spook team that beat the record for the fastest trial ghost capture. And he goes straight over to the lockers and is fiddling around over there. But he notices y'all and gives a little wave.
Teddy just goes, hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
Hey, are you going out for patrol today?
No, that's you, isn't it?
No, Zoe, that is
Shit, I'm trying to have a conversation with him.
I was on patrol
sorry.
last night.
Oh.
You're making us look bad. She was joking. Of course, it's yeah. She was joking. I take a big bite of my
totally.
jerky.
I'm playing Minecraft.
Love that. Respect.
Yeah,
My
you're
hand
saying
in my head.
I make us look bad.
I think he actually comes over to look at what you're working on.
Oh, right. I'm working on an automatic sugarcane farm right now. So I've got all these observers set up that if the sugarcane goes past 3 blocks, the pistons underneath the observers are going to knock the sugarcane down. Then I've got a minecart with a hopper underneath the sugarcane running around in a circle, dropping it off into chests. Just some basic redstone work,
Ah,
Wow.
shit. I'm actually really shitty with the redstone, but I mean, it looks good.
It's taken a lot. It's taken a little bit of time to learn.
Hearing this, Tony?
YouTube is super helpful, or also if someone else teaches you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Wink, wink.
I feel so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I don't think we ever got your name.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm Antoine Dempster. What's your name? He reaches out a hand.
Hi. Oh, hi. I'm Teddy, or Theodore. I mean Teddy.
Is it Theodore or
Del
is it Teddy?
Apollinario. You can call me Teddy.
Okay, Teddy. He shakes your hand.
Yeah. Thanks. Hi.
His fingernails are a little bit sharper than the normal person's, and when he smiles, he's got a little bit of a fang in there.
Joe, you're going to ruin me with this.
I can hear the panic in your voice.
You're going to ruin me with this man.
Zoe is like, I'm leaning against the vending machine just watching this all unfold. Like, mm-hmm.
But he looks at you all and he's like, well, I'm glad to see that you made it through the trials. Have you
Yeah, thanks.
Have you had any actual ghost hunts yet?
Yeah, it's been pretty chill.
No.
Cool.
Nah.
Yeah, it's been,
As you can see, we've been, keeping it real busy around here.
I noticed the vending machine was looking a little empty there, but
Yeah, what's up with that?
Crazy. They should really restock it.
Exactly.
I mean, Emma gets hungry, so
I'm like hiding wrappers.
Did you want a lemon pudding cup, Antoine?
Oh, thanks. I'm good. I'm kind of heading to bed. I just forgot my book, so I came back to get it. So, but I mean, I could catch up for a little while. Have you? I guess you said you hadn't found any ghosts or anything yet, but
No, not yet.
Yeah, me and my team, we found a wraith in the parking lots last week. That was kind of cool. But
oh wow!
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
How many ghosts has your team captured?
Just that one, but
okay.
Yeah.
Still cool.
Have you come up with a team name yet?
Shit, I forgot we were supposed to do that, huh?
No worries.
Iggy forgot we were supposed to do that, huh?
This is my subtle reminder to you.
No, we're still sort of trying to get, kind of like our trying to get our bearings.
Get your vibe figured out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking the Sheet Slayers.
Yeah.
You gonna take down like some sheets?
No, like ghosts. Like it's supposed to be funny.
They don't all look like. They don't.
No, I know. Okay, forget it.
Zoe's
Forget
like
it. I just throw the jerky, the wrapper out the ground. Forget it. Forget it. I was stupid.
What's your team's name, Antoine?
He kind of looks like embarrassed, but also like laughing about it. He's like, "Okay, don't judge me. My teammates were the ones that came up with this, not me. We're the Flexecutioners. Just we're all in sports.
The Flexecutioner.
We're all in sports. We beat the record or whatever.
That sounds like a Brie name.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. What? Wait. What sport do you do?
Oh, I do track.
Oh, I might see you in the training room. I'm studying to be an athletic trainer.
Oh, hell yeah. Me and my team go there Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Awesome.
About 2 in the afternoon. We'll see you there for sure.
Yeah, I'll probably see you around.
All right. Oh, he's sort of turning away to leave, but he heads back. He goes, I forgot to ask, did you get into the armory that night? I didn't get you in trouble, did I? I was thinking about it later. I just want to make sure.
Well,
I'd say we successfully got into the armory and partially successfully dodged trouble.
Sounds
I
pretty
think in
good.
the end, we dodged trouble. Yeah.
Well,
Just between the four of us, I guess. Yeah, we did get into the armory that night.
Yeah.
But we're fine.
We're fine. But we're fine.
well,
Thanks for the hint, though.
of course. Speaking of the armory, when you met with Sister Susan,
Oh gosh.
she made note of the fact that you had weapons from the armory. And I'm just asking, has this been resolved yet?
I don't think so.
Okay. Because I think
We have not
coming
done it
in
We have
next!
not done it in
because if
I don't want to go to the principal's office.
I just bring this up, tying up a loose end from the last arc. When your first actual day scheduled to be on the hunt, you were taken to the armory and you filled out the proper forms for the rental of
Sure.
the weapons. Now, you did steal some weapons from the armory, and they do have footage of you doing it. So when you
Okay.
walk in there,
Cool.
Sister Susan is behind the counter, and she does ask you to return all of the things that you took, not including like the salt bombs that you used and stuff.
Okay, I was gonna say, you're in for some news,
Yeah.
Sister Susan.
You get some
That
harsh
is-
words, but it's basically it's don't do it again. Fill out the forms.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think that scene just consists of like Teddy like profusely apologizing.
Yeah, it's a mess. But you fill out the what happens is you, like Zoe, you hand over the bat, you fill out the form, and then you take the bat right back, is like what happened.
Basically.
She doesn't care that you have it, she cares that you didn't fill out the paperwork.
Got it.
But you didn't break anything, so that's okay.
I want my chains. Can I do the same thing?
Yeah, you get the security chains,
Excellent.
and any other equipment that you want. You can.
I will get the rapier.
We all just take our weapons and such.
Yeah, you pretty much just
Pretty
take them right
much,
back.
yeah.
You get.
We just got a little slap on the
return
wrist
slip.
and filled out some more paperwork. Gosh, I'm just getting all the business done today.
For real.
Is there any other equipment that you would want to rent out?
That's a good question.
You have it for the quarter. You can get periodic refills of like salt bombs and lavender and stuff. But
Oh, cool.
I mean, yeah. Then we'll pick up like
Stock
sort
up.
of I guess like a cache of salt bombs and lavender bombs.
the standard is usually 5 or 6 bombs for a team, depending on the size of the team.
Sure.
You get 6 of those, and we could distribute 2
6,
each.
2 to each. Yeah.
2 each if
Nice.
you want.
Yeah.
There are holy water guns, like the water guns, like I said. Those are often reserved for like more difficult hunts, because sometimes hunts like this will take multiple nights. You spend the first one staking out the ghost, getting it all figured out, and then you come back the next night with the proper weapons and you deal with it. So those are reserved for like, hey, we've got a category 4, we need some holy water super soakers in here.
Some Jesus juice.
Yeah.
Never gonna say that again. Never gonna say that again.
But there's other tools available to you, like UV flashlights. There's a radio. When you're
Teddy
on
will take
duty, UV flashlight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Teddy take a UV flashlight because we have our walkie-talkies,
eyeballs.
right?
You do have a team walkie-talkie. I think you actually have
Yeah.
2. You've got 2 each team. Yeah. There's a equipment belt that you get on the nights that you're on duty. It's got a universal key fob, so you can actually access all of the buildings if necessary. Now, this is again one of those, hey, don't abuse this, or you're gonna lose. This is a being on a spook team is a privilege.
Yeah.
So don't abuse it.
Don't abuse it or lose it.
But
Yeah.
if you need to get into a building quickly, then you have that, and you are able to.
Okay.
And then you have 2
Cool.
2 walkie-talkies in case you split up. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Antoine heads out with a little wave.
Bye, Antoine.
Bye.
Bye. Nice to meet you. And as he's doing that, Teddy, you suddenly get chills. Your heartbeat picks up.
Not that it wasn't already super
Yeah.
fast.
Maybe you don't notice it for a minute, and then you're like, hang on.
This is a different.
Oh my
this
gosh.
is a different adrenaline
Different
rush.
kind of adrenaline rush.
Am I getting a hunch?
You are getting a hunch.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make that roll.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess I'll remind our listeners again what hunches are. So hunches, when something bad is happening or just about to happen, somewhere that I am not, I get to roll plus sharp, and on a 10 plus, I know where I need to go, and I get there just in time. On a 7 to 9, I get there late, but I still have time to intervene, but I can't prevent whatever's happening altogether. And on a miss, I get there just in time to be in trouble myself.
Oh my god.
So thank goodness
Please
I have
roll a
plus
10
1 to
plus.
sharp. Okay, hang on.
Wait, I'm so excited. I'm
So
on the
that
edge
is
of
a
my chair.
So that is a 5 plus 4, 9 plus 1 sharp. So that is a 10. So that's a 10 plus.
Success. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I think what sort of happens because I guess we've never really. This is like the first time this has ever happened. I want to say that. Yeah, it's sort of similar to like a spider sense where Teddy's hair kind of stands up on end, but like he breaks out into a little bit of a cold sweat as well. Like in this case, he was playing Minecraft on his laptop, and I think what happens is that he all of a sudden feels these chills, and then he kind of just sort of puts the laptop aside and kind of like leans over a bit, and just sort of looks like he's in a bit of a panic.
And your phone buzzes.
Is it a text, a call?
It's a text.
It's a text?
An unknown number. Do you have that number saved? I'm just curious.
Yes.
Oh, that number?
I can edit this out, or you can tell me later if you don't want to share it. But like, what did you put for the name?
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Is it just
What
like
would
a
I
little
put?
emoji or something?
Yeah. So it's the devil. It's the purple devil emoji with two big red X's on either end of the
perfection.
emoji.
Oh my god.
And the message says, "Oh, you felt that too?"
I
Oh.
I text back rather shakily. It's like, yeah, I felt it. What was that?
There's a fairly quick response. It says, "Don't want to ruin the surprise, winky face, but you should probably go to Cecil Hall." And then immediately below it comes through a third text. "There's something there I need."
Hey, it's Iggy here. Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider leaving us a review or rating on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, or sharing this podcast with a friend. Tweet about us using the hashtag UniversityAtlas, or follow us at the AtlasCast to stay updated on new releases, see some cool fan art, and laugh at some dumb memes. Last month, we launched an account on Ko-fi. If you're not familiar, it's a website where you can make one-time donations to the artists and projects that you care about, starting at just $3. Kinda like buying someone a coffee. We also want to thank our listeners for donating, especially one of our listeners, Von Cuddlemonger, who made another wild donation. Donations help us cover our hosting fees, as well as improving the podcast's overall quality. We appreciate all of your support, but of course, there's never any obligations. We're just happy you're listening. We'd also like to thank our composer, Susanna Gelsima, for her incredible work on our music and our University Atlas theme. She's incredible, and she makes lots of cool music, which you can listen to on her website, which we've linked in the episode description. One last exciting housekeeping note, we're also working on some University Atlas merch, which we'll be talking about more in the near future. That's all for this week. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next episode.